Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC, Irwin French Class. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, in this video, we are going to learn about subject pronouns. They are very important to learn because they are the start of many phrases that we use every day. And they are essential when it comes to conjugation, as forms of verbs change with each subject pronoun. And as usual, at the end, we're going to do some fun activities to practice all that and revise. And all this in just 10 minutes. C'est parti! In French, as well as in English, we use subject pronouns. So what is a subject? What is a pronoun? The subject is the person or the thing doing the action of the verb. For example, if I say, Irwin eats an apple, Irwin is the subject and the verb is to eat. A pronoun is a word, usually short, that replaces a noun in order to avoid a repetition in the sentence. And the subject pronoun is used to replace the subject, again in order to avoid the repetition. For example, if I say, I can replace Irwin by he because masculine singular, and then the sentence becomes, Irwin eats an apple and he prepares a new video. And by using that subject pronoun, we avoid the repetition. In French, just like in English, we have three different persons. The first person is I, myself. The second person is you, the person or the people I'm talking to. And the third person is the person or the people I'm talking about. And while in English you have 6 different subjects, I, you, he, she, we, and they, in French we have 9. I'm sorry. This is mostly due to French being a gender-based language, so with masculine and feminine forms. And it is very important that you learn the subject pronouns in the right order, as this order is unchanging. It's always the same in textbooks and grammar books and conjugation books. So here they are. Je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. Okay, so before anything else, let's repeat that. Écoutez et répétez. Je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. Well done, guys. Okay, few things to note, right? So first, je is the E sound, je. Tu is the U sound, so make sure you make a round with your lips, okay? And your tongue touches the back of your teeth. Tu. Il, elle are pronounced the same way whether there's an S or not. Il, elle. On is pronounced with your nose, okay? That's one of those nasal vowels, okay? On. And then there are quite a few consonants that are not pronounced, okay? Nous, you don't pronounce the S at the end. Vous, you don't pronounce the S at the end either. Nous, vous. And once again, il and il are pronounced the same. Elle and elle are pronounced the same. Let's review now the differences between the two languages, French and English. And first, as you can see, there are 2 possible forms for you, tu, and vous. I spoke extensively about that, about the difference between tu and vous in the first video of this series, the one about greetings and introducing yourself. But just to summarize very quickly, tu is used for interaction within an informal context. It's the one we use with family members or friends, for example. Papa, tu travailles aujourd'hui? Vous is used for interaction in formal context. For example, with an adult that you meet for the first time, or with someone to whom you need to show respect. For example, in France, kids would address their teacher using the vous form. Vous pourriez répéter, s'il vous plaît? And on the top of that, vous can also be used when addressing a group of people. For example, a teacher stepping in the classroom could say to the students, Bonjour, vous allez bien? Just like in English, in French we have one masculine and one feminine singular pronouns. Il, elle. And on is a pretty interesting one. It has the same conjugation as il and elle, and that's why in textbooks you will see these three pronouns always together like that. Il, elle, on. On can be the equivalent of nous in informal context. For example, if your mom calls you on the phone and she wants to know where you and your siblings are at, she could say, Allô, vous êtes où? And you could answer, On est à la maison. And on can also be the equivalent of one in English, or the people in general. Par exemple, en France, on parle français. So that sentence can be translated by, in France, one speaks French, or in France, people in general, people speak French. The last big difference is that there are two forms for they. Il, masculin pluriel, elle, féminin pluriel. And because there is a predominance of the masculine form in French, il is used for both male and mixed groups, and elle is used only for female group. So let's say there is a room full of 100 women and just one man, you will have to use il just because of that man. For example, let's say that your uncle's family is visiting and your mom is calling you again. So she could ask, Où sont ton oncle et ta tante? And you could answer, Ils sont dans le jardin. Et tes cousines? Elles sont dans la maison. You see how we use il and elle in those contexts? Alright, now that we've learned the subject pronouns in French, let's do some fun and quick activities together to revise and practice. The first one, you will need to find the equivalent in French of the English pronouns that you will see appearing on your screen. And maybe it's time for me to introduce a new question for you guys. Écoutez, comment on dit en français? Comment on dit en français? For how do we say in French? And please note that we use the on pronoun for that. And you can ask the equivalent question the other way around, right? Comment on dit en anglais? Comment on dit en anglais? Okay, so please let me ask you that question. Comment on dit en français? Nous. Comment on dit en français? Elle, with an S, the plural form. Elle. Comment on dit en français? Je. Comment on dit en français? On. Comment on dit en français? Vous. Comment on dit en français? Il, without S, the singular form. Ok, il. Très bien. Comment on dit en français? Il, with the S this time, okay, the plural form. Comment on dit en français? Elle. That's very good. Alright guys, for the second activity, you will need to find out which subject pronouns is used in a specific context. Alright, let's start. I am introducing myself. So what form am I going to use? Je, yes. Par exemple, je m'appelle Irwin. Alright, next. I'm talking to a friend. So, tu, yes. Par exemple, Tu as vu le match à la télé hier? Okay, I'm talking about my friend Mary. Yes, that's right. Elle est sympa. I'm talking about my friends Marie and Jack. So which one? Ils, that's right. Ils sont au parc. I'm talking to my teacher. So, vous, that's right. Vous pourriez répéter, s'il vous plaît? Okay, now be careful because this is a common mistake from learners. I'm talking about my brother and I. So, nous, that's correct. Okay, that's we. You are including yourself, okay, with another person. My brother and I. Oui. Nous regardons la télévision. Or you can either go with on, right? Remember, on for informal context. So here it fits. On regarde la télévision. That's very good, guys. Ok les amis, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. That's all for that video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you have learned a few things about the subject pronouns. And once again, they are very important to learn because very soon we are going to review some conjugation patterns of verbs like être, to be, avoir, to have, aller, to go. So I can't wait to read you in the comments. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. If you enjoyed that video, please give it un pouce vers le haut and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss any new video and to support my channel. Au revoir les amis, à bientôt. Ciao, à plus.